Hello, I'm Kevin Berger. Since its earliest days, the Twin Cities is connected with the Mississippi River in a myriad of ways. Over the past several years, the region is rediscovering the Mississippi as a source of renewal and connection. The St. Paul Riverfront Corporation is at the forefront of that revival, and here to tell us more about their work is Executive Director Patrick Seeb. Patrick, welcome back to Newsmakers.
It's great to be here, Kevin. Thank you.
I think that sometimes when you live on the river, you sort of take it for granted, but it really makes a huge footprint.
The river in not only St. Paul, but in the whole region is a remarkable natural resource and asset. It is, by the way, a national park. So the Mississippi River here from Coon Rapids all the way through Minneapolis, St. Paul, down to Hastings has been declared a national park by the National Park Service, recognizing that it's not only a local asset, but it's a national asset.
Talking specifically about the asset that it is for the city of St. Paul, the city has a new initiative along the riverfront. Can you tell us about that?
Just last week, the City Council endorsed what is known as Great River Passage, and this is the city's plan for the 17-mile corridor along the entire Mississippi River in St. Paul. And it's a plan, a 20-year plan that looks at new environmental centers, additional parks and trails, outdoor resources, opportunities for new housing development, accessing Pig's Eye Lake, so a whole series of ways that, again, give people access to touch the water, to fish, to kayak or canoe, and all kinds of things.
Now, I know that your focus is St. Paul, but do you work with Minneapolis and other communities along the river?
Yeah, Minneapolis, for example, they've done a great work, especially in their downtown core of the Mississippi River, and they have now made a commitment to the stretch of the river north of the falls, sort of the North Minneapolis area, and we've been working with them. They have ideas for new parks, new ways, again, for people in the North End neighborhoods in particular to access the river in ways they haven't for years.
Well, as I said, I think sometimes when you live nearby, you take it for granted, but people who visit from out of state or other countries are just very taken with the river.
They come from around the world to visit St. Paul, and to a person they say, how can we get to the Mississippi River? You know, it's part of the literature in Europe and Japan, all over the world. People have read Mark Twain, and they may not know where Minnesota is. And I one time visited a group in India, and I tried to explain where I was from, and it was only when I said, I'm on the Mississippi River, did they get it?
Well, people get it because of also this Great River Gathering that's an annual event that really gives people a chance to get close to the river. What's on tap for this year's event?
So each year, St. Paul comes together at this annual celebration of progress called Great River Gathering, this year on May 9th at River Center. And it really is a chance for people, this community, to break bread together, to celebrate the best of what's going on. Not only focused on the river, by the way, it really is a chance to look at all kinds of things happening in the city. Light rail line, new developments, new housing, new art installations, a whole range of things happening. One of the most exciting things we're going to do this year is we are going to serve as the host for the St. Paul Foundation as they introduce the top 25 semifinalists for the $1 Million Idea Competition.
And the $1 Million Idea is allowing people to put forth their idea of what the city should do.
So in February, St. Paul Foundation launched a campaign inviting people from St. Paul and all over the region to submit their best idea. How would you use $1 million to make St. Paul great? 950 ideas were submitted. By the way, 196 of them related to the river. On May 9th, we will see the top 25 semifinalists.
And we want to let you know how you can connect with the work at that event. You can go to this website to purchase tickets for the Great River Gathering. Once again, that comes up May 9th. Thanks for watching this edition of Comcast Newsmakers.